chat, you have like 10 seconds to say hi, okay? So basically, this video is going to be about how to outplay your opponents in Season 11, I guess. Is going to be the clickbait title, okay? And the idea is that by the end of this video, you should be able to do this, okay? And the sound will be on for all these clips to kind of, sound cues are important, okay? Okay, so by the end of the video, you should be able to do these kinds of plays, okay? Now, before we talk about how do we do this, the prerequisite for this is that you need to know how your champion does damage, all right? Ideally, okay? And in terms of the actual habits, all right? So if you've been with this channel at all, you know we do, we stick our habits on top of something that we already do in game. So for the people who don't know how to do this, we'll say every time you go for your attack pattern, you need to look at all the enemy champions. Okay, so step one, we're gonna look at Ashe. And then step two is every time you look at the enemy champions, remember their most important skill, basically what makes them good. So Ashe arrow. And last but not least, when you think of their most important skill, do you have a counter? And if you don't, then you just have to chill, right? But in our case, we have Flash, you know, Flash cleanse, Gale Force, any kind of movement, any kind of spell shield, right? You know, you guys know the idea, okay? So we have an attack, Storm Razor proc. We see Ashe, so we know that her most important ability is arrow. Therefore, she'll fire arrow, and I will flash it. Boom, done. Okay. So let's move on to the next example, and I'm going to pause at the relevant time. So just pretend you know what our attack is. I want you to focus on the enemy, seeing the enemy champion, coming up with their most important skill, and do you have a counter? Okay. It's Morgana. The attack is Gale Force Storm Razor proc. It's you know the most important skill is binding. So what's the solution? Flash. And you'll notice in a lot of these examples, Flash is a universal solution, as in every champion can take Flash, right? Okay, next example. Wow, these are actually all Flash examples, but I'm just gonna let it play in real time. Okay, you see set. You say, okay, what's the most important ability? He has no ulti. And then how do we beat it? Okay, simple. It's the same thing. It's the same thing every time. I promise you. Okay, and the reason why the prerequisite is that you need to know how to do your damage is because you need to not think about pressing Q and pressing auto attack and whatever, because that's going to distract you from, you know, you can't think of all these things at the same time, right? You need to be able to do something on autopilot. Okay, and we're going to a fourth example. Okay, it's really simple. Like you see a Senna, it's W, you have Flash, it's easy peasy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The hard part is practicing this every single time you see an enemy champion and coming up with your solution. Okay, you need to be able to do this every time you see an enemy champion. Okay, and last but not least, we use this one. Okay, it's an Akali. Most important skill is probably ulti or E. Do you have a counter? We're gonna press E. Okay, that's spoilers, but that's just how it is. Okay, you've probably seen this in the last montage, but that's just how it is. Okay, and the EW for me is automatic, so I don't have to think about that. But yeah, as you can see, we're gonna net when she ultis. No problemo. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this video is too easy for me. I need better examples, right? So we're gonna move on to the more advanced examples. What do you do when they're not on your screen? You get flanked by the Zed, Talon, Akali, Katarina that was pushing top and all of a sudden is in a team fight behind you, right? So these next three examples should help you, giving you a good idea on, you know, the when to look at these champions. The hard part is not this. I can see Akali. I know Akali is gonna press R. I can see Ashe. I know Ashe is gonna press R. It's when you don't see them. That's the hard part, okay? So these three examples are gonna deal with looking at the map instead of looking at the champion. We're gonna substitute looking at the champion with looking at the map and seeing that champion in our head, okay? So, first example is gonna be Pyke, okay? On this one, we're gonna say every time we wanna push a wave, we're gonna see who can force on us. And then spoilers, it's only Pyke. Any team has reset, except for Pyke, who has like 20-50% HP last seen. And of course, we can't see Pyke, but we can think of Pyke, right? So instead of every time you see Pyke, what is his most important ability? It's every time you think of Pyke, remind yourself what is his most important ability. Of course, you guys are gonna say ulti and his Q, right? And his E flash maybe, but let's just stick with ulti, right? So when you see him go for ulti, what's the plan? I want the wave. He's gonna ulti me. What's the plan, guys? You tell me. You can say Gale Force, you can say Ned, you can say Flash. Anything works as long as you are ready, okay? So let's watch this. And you can see that I'm waiting for him to ulti, even though I'm, you know, moving the screen around. The instant I hear that sound, that's why sound cues are really important. I pressed spacebar and I flashed, right? The instant I heard the sound, right? That's, you know, if you guys don't know, sound cues, you can kind of hear ultimates and abilities being tossed out, right? It's faster than seeing. Audio cues are faster than visual cues, okay? Okay, second example. We're gonna replace every time you see the champion, every time you attack, sorry. We're gonna replace that with every time your jungler ganks, because this happens quite often, okay? In this case, we're gonna say, every time your jungler ganks, who can counter? And we're gonna teach you a quick laning habit, okay? We'll probably have to like cut this part of the video while I load up Epic Pen. Okay, we're gonna teach you a quick laning habit. Every time your jungler ganks, we're gonna think of, and that is by think of, we're gonna see, quote unquote, the mid laner, the top laner, and enemy jungler, okay? And we'll see that, okay, enemy top's not coming, he's getting pushed in. Enemy mid could come if he sacks, and enemy jungle is ready, can counter, right? No idea. And in this case, enemy jungler is Taliyah, enemy mid laner is Volibear, okay? So let's watch this. And the attack is automatic. We see Nautilus, this is the basic habit, he's gonna hook, obviously. We see Tristana, bomb into jump combo, right? The Taliyah we don't see on the screen has W. So as we're fighting this, all I'm thinking is, okay, Nautilus in like 5 seconds, and Taliyah W is coming. Taliyah W is coming, right? Okay, all this is automatic. Taliyah W is coming. Taliyah W is coming. Taliyah W, oh, okay. Easy, right? You just flash it because we've been ready for it for 10, 20 seconds, right? And you know, if you know, you have good map awareness that Volibear was mid, right? In the middle of this game, okay? And last but not least, we're gonna look at a full team fight, okay? I'm just gonna give you the champions, okay? It's gonna be Mundo, Annie, Shaco, a Rel, and a Tristana, okay? And those are the champions you can see in your head. I want you to just come up with their most important, their best attack, right? And see if you have, you know, any solutions to beat these, okay? Let's just watch. Okay, now let's go back and rewatch, because that was a bit to unpack, I'm sure. So, we need to figure out when, well, I guess we could say, I'll give you the habit to help you with these kind of fights. When you guys are about to fight, you know, you guys are fighting around an objective, you need to see who is gonna enter the fight and from where. And everyone's gonna enter the fight, okay? And who from where is a habit I use to track their solos and their jungle. Right? So whoever's pushing mid, they're coming from mid. I know that, you know, there's map coverage here and no one's pushing anything at all here. It's just ARAM from the front. But that's kind of like how you would be able to spot these Talons, Katarina, Akali, whatever. And in this case, Shaco, who's coming in with his Q from the front, okay? So if we watch this proceed, right? We see Shaco's first Q has killed our teammate with his ulti. And we'll look at, if we pause here, we're thinking, okay, Annie ulti, Annie flash ulti, Rel flash engage, Tristana bomb, right? Any of these are things we have to physically look at with our eyes. So every time we attack, we need to be taking a look at this. So we see like Annie has no stun, right? We see that Tristana could jump, we prepare net, right? And Rel is also hourglass, right? You can see we immediately back off. We're just going for the, we're not going for the kill. We're just going for the free poke, so to speak, right? If you don't have solutions to everything, you need to play safe, because then they just kill you if you don't have a solution, right? I mean, that's how it works, right? So here we know Shaco's coming back for round 2. What's the plan? The plan is heal, although you see me super late reaction. Yeah, the plan is heal. So yeah, I almost died. That was really bad, but you get the idea, right? And we see that we're watching Annie here. Oh, she has no stun. So last thing left is Rel and Tristana, right? Because Mundo don't got shit. So we'll say something like, okay, we're ready to flash the Rel thing, and we're gonna hold headshot for Tristana, something like that, right? In this case, we dump the headshot and we just flash the Rel easy peasy. And Tristana is low HP, so she can't really do much, but you get the idea, okay? Is that you don't just magically outplay people just like flipping a coin and playing off reactions. You need to know what's coming before it happens, right? That's kind of the idea that this video is supposed to convey. So these are all the examples I have for you today. Hopefully you guys kind of got the idea. If you had any takeaways from this video, it's that you need to know how you do your damage without thinking, and you need to be able to spot everyone in the fight, and you need to be able to come up with their best attack, and you need to come up with, do you have a counter for it, right? Because if you don't, you need to play safe, right? Okay. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. This video is a little bit fast on purpose. You're supposed to go back and rewatch and replay. But yeah, we need to keep the video length down, okay? So that people don't feel like they're watching like a 1 hour video. But anyways, thanks for watching. Twitch chat, say bye to YouTube. If you want to, please join us on the stream. Please come watch the stream. Watch the stream. I'll make more videos if you guys come watch. But yeah, thanks for watching, okay? See you next time.